2021 is coming to a close, and I want to take this video to reflect upon 2021 in terms of me personally and the growth of my channel. This year has definitely had its downsides, lots of them, but it's also had some upsides, and there are a lot of things that I'm very grateful for. This year my channel hit 200 subscribers, and only last year we were on 100, so my channel literally doubled in size this year, which I'm of course super grateful for. I'm grateful that I can continue to make videos and the channel continues to grow. Obviously, what dominated 2021 was the pandemic. In January, I was a sophomore in high school, of course in high school, not in college obviously, and we started off 2021 fully virtually, and only in about February and March we started to move to more in person. I mean, a lot of people were still fully virtual, of course. Not too many people actually came into school for hybrid, but I did. If you've seen any of my other videos where I talked about virtual school, you would probably know at this point that I don't really like it. It doesn't really work for me, and I definitely prefer being in person. And a lot of 2021 was virtual, but a lot was in person, and obviously I'm really grateful for the in-person. As 2021 progressed, I started to go to school in person more and more often until about mid-May, when I started to go to school fully in person every day. And that was a really weird experience because most people were still fully virtual at the time. Meanwhile, I was going to school every day fully in person. Literally every day there would be different people in my classes because most people came for hybrid, so I would have totally different people in my classes. And 2021 has definitely taught me to value my education because the amount of virtual school we did in 2021 was a lot, and I can't really appreciate my education when it's virtual. 2021 has definitely granted me a lot of really great opportunities. Like I said, going to school fully in person, even though that would just be a norm prior to 2021, I mean prior to 2020 as well, but going to school fully in person honestly felt like a privilege this year. As well as the internship I did during the summer, I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to do that internship and experience what it would be like to basically work in a lab setting, especially in a field that I'm passionate for and wish to pursue in the future, and the fact that I got to write a research paper and everything. I'm of course super grateful for that entire experience. I got to commute to New York City every day and ride the trains, which I really like doing because I'm a rail fan. But this year, on September 1st, will always be an infamous day for me, and that is the day of the flood. Now, I made several videos talking about the flood, but the flood was a super catastrophic event for me because my house got flooded as well as the school, which yielded 2 months of fully virtual school. Now that was tough for me, not only because my house got flooded, but at the same time, the school got flooded and I had to be fully virtual for 2 months. After I did a month of fully in-person school at the end of 10th grade, plus the internship in person every day, going back to a fully virtual lifestyle was not a very easy transition. We were making so much progress up until that point, and then all of a sudden the flood shut everything down. We were even making progress with COVID, of course, being able to go to places fully in person and less places requiring masks and things like that. Things looked like they were really, really bright, and they were, and they still are. And honestly, again, these have been hard times, but I'm definitely getting out of it. And again, this year has a ton of upsides as well. In the moment of the flood and the weeks following the flood, I was thinking, why did this have to happen? But as cliche as it sounds, the flood made me realize that I even had all of that stuff in the first place. And it taught me to cherish all the great stuff I have, as well as all the amazing people in my life. 2021 has had some tremendous losses, it's had gains, but most importantly, it taught me valuable lessons and helped me grow as a person. Now I'll get into how my videos grew throughout the year. So this was the first video I uploaded in 2021. This was the New Year special, and this was a Toy Story video. This is the second ever Toy Box video. I'm pretty sure we're up to 14 or 15 now. So I'm not gonna watch this entire video, but I'm just gonna skim through my videos and just show you how much things have changed in general. So 2020 has been a very strange year. It's been a pretty bad one too, honestly. I don't know if I'm ever gonna have a year as bad as 2020. That's extremely pessimistic, actually. I don't even know why I said that. Not saying that 2021 was worse than 2020. I mean, they both definitely had their downsides, but again, they both definitely had their upsides. 2020 definitely had upsides as well. It also taught me tremendous lessons. I just refused to believe that because I was like, everyone else says 2020 sucks, and everyone just came to a general consensus that the year sucked. That was the year we started quarantining, we started shutting down and everything, and that was the main reason why I said 2020 sucked. But no, it didn't suck, neither did 2021. That's for quite obvious reasons. 2020 is now gone, at least at the time you're watching this, because this is the first video on Liyte in 2021, and can this please not do that. Thank you. And that sounds really weird to say. 2020 has felt like it's gone by quickly, but I forgot to mention this previously, but time, oh my god, since March 2020, my entire perception of time has just completely vanished. 2021 passed by so quickly. I swear, it was the quickest year of my life. It feels like maybe yesterday, last week was January, and now all of a sudden, it's December. It feels like everything happened in the blink of an eye. 2021 was so quick. My brain genuinely cannot comprehend how quickly it has been. 2020 was a different story though. It felt quick, but at the same time, like, not really, and I think I explained that here. Same time, really slow. I don't know. It's quite a weird feeling, but I don't know. The year is now 2021, as you can... Yeah, same for me. It's still 2021 as I'm recording this, but of course this video is celebrating 2022 and celebrating the accomplishments of 2021. Hello, everyone. And this is actually going to be quite a different Sorry about the audio. I don't see anything wrong with the audio. Fun fact here. This was actually the first time I had ever gone to the office or the lab where I did my internship. You can see, like, this collar around me because, like, I wore, like, a fancy shirt because I literally just got home from going there. That was my first time ever going there, but obviously, like, later on in the summer is when I did the internship, and you can see this was in January, so this is the first time I had ever been there. So fun fact, this is going to be a taste test, a GFuel taste test. I actually did one of these a little while ago. Right, this is hype sauce and guava, which are both right here. Hype sauce, guava. Oh, this has 8.5 thousand views. I didn't even realize that. Okay. I know this is the most viewed video on my channel now. It overtook Woof Woof Woof. This has 8,000 views. This is a Toy Story video. This is unlocking the suburbs. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Toy Story. So of course this week we are continuing with the Toy Story Toy Box series. Oh, we got the Stagecoach coming in, I don't know. You know, honestly, like, no, it's kind of hard to tell how much my content has evolved throughout 2021. Yeah, I kind of sound like a little bit shyer here, somewhat. Not really, but I just kind of sounded quieter. I feel like now I'm a little bit more, like, outgoing in my videos, if that makes sense. But here I'm just like, hello everyone, and welcome back to Toy Story. So today we will be continuing with the Toy Story Toy Box series. Like, you see, I talk like that. Now I like to think that I'm more energetic in my videos as well. I like to think at least. Oh, and here my desk was physically like in another orientation as well. It was like facing there, and then like the background was like this, and I had the partition there and stuff, and then like I moved that in the summer, yeah. And again, this is January 29th, so this is when we just started up hybrid again. Maybe a little bit before that, but we might have been doing fully virtual at this point. Prior to this, I'd gone to school in person twice in November. And in my Toy Story videos, you know, I use like the first 5 minutes or so of my Toy Story videos to ramble like crazy, and I basically explained what was going on in my life, like at the time, especially with school and with hybrid. Recording number 16. Oh, this.
What is going on?
Okay, I don't think I ever properly explained like what these videos are. I recorded these in like June 2016. Now, this is before I even created my channel. What I did, I got this free screen recorder, Screencast-O-Matic, as you can see by the watermark there. And what I did was I recorded videos because it was like my dream to make a YouTube channel back then. And I was basically begging my mom, but like she said no. But eventually she let me create the channel in July. But I wanted to make videos so badly that I literally made videos and never planned to post them. Like, I made videos acting like I was a YouTuber when in reality, like, I really wasn't. So I made these videos just to pretend I was a YouTuber and just to get the satisfaction of creating videos. I made about 5 or 10 videos like this, and this is one of them. This is a BeamNG Drive video that I made. And you can see I said phrases like, you guys have been suggesting this game for such a long time. Now, obviously, I didn't have a channel, so no one was suggesting the game, but I just wanted to feel how it would be like to be a YouTuber. And you could tell the audio cuts off, like the microphone quality was like so bad. Like, I didn't even have a webcam like I can move like this one. It was literally just like in the middle of the computer, so like I couldn't adjust it. Like, and the lighting sucks. Like, there were so many things about this video that are just so like unprofessional, but I didn't care.
And welcome to BeamNG Drive. You guys have been suggesting this game for such a long time.
Hey, see, no one has been suggesting this game at all, clearly.
And I thought I'd just play it today, because, I don't know, I just felt like playing BeamNG Drive today, and,
You can see the only light source here is literally just coming from my monitor.
I don't know, I have this game, and I downloaded mods for it.
Oh yeah, all my mods for BeamNG basically got deleted with all the random updates it's been having and things like that. Obviously, I used a different computer back then, too.
So, yeah, just
Anyway, this is supposed to be a video reacting to my videos from 2021, not 2016, so let's move on. Oh, this. Alright. Me, in terms of, like, my knowledge with keyboards and the keyboard community, has drastically grown since this. Like, right now, I'm actually in the process of building another keyboard right now. Actually, my first keyboard. I'm in the process of building my first keyboard, and, like, I have, like, a lubing. I turned my other desk in here into, like, a lubing station, I guess you want to say. It's down there. I lubed a couple of switches, like 20 switches so far. Like, right now, it's Christmas break, obviously, so I'm actively working on it right now, working on the keyboard, and I plan to finish it maybe tomorrow or the day after. And the first video of January, I mean the first week of January, should be the full build video for that keyboard. So if you like keyboard content, you can definitely look out for that. Stars, Also, this video kind of exploded. I mean, 2,000 views. I mean, that's way more than my average video gets. But again, you can see the desk was in the other orientation, like with the background. I mean, none of my equipment really got upgraded this year. I mean, I just have the same mic, as you can see right here, same webcam. I mean, now I have like the border around the webcam. I have like a ton of like RGB lights in my room, which are now all set to purple, so you can see the video has like a nice purple tint to it. I have these two lights up here. I had the same thing back then. So in terms of my equipment, nothing really got upgraded. In terms of my actual content, my energy, my personality, that stuff improved throughout the year. This is a vlog that I recorded in March 18th, and this is when we were doing hybrid, but this is when, okay, I'm not gonna get into the technicalities with the cohorts and like who goes in person, like on what days and things like that, but at this point, I had been going to school once or at most twice a week, mostly just once a week. This was the last day that we were running on that schedule, or the last week rather, the last time I would ever go to school when we were running on that schedule. After this, they got rid of one of the cohorts, so we only had 2 cohorts. They basically split one of them. Basically, after this, I went to school 2 to 3 times a week as opposed to 1 to 2, which was totally a step up. And this happened the week after this, literally. So this was the last time we were running off that schedule. When they combined the cohorts, that was when a lot more people started coming in school. So at this point, when I recorded this vlog, that was when the school was the most desolate and like the least amount of people came to the school. And you can see how crazily empty the school was here. This is when COVID, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is when there was a spike in Delta, I think? I don't even remember. But yeah, I think the Delta variant, there was a spike, like an upward spike of some variant. I don't remember exactly which one. So that's why not a lot of people came to school. But after they combined the cohorts, that was actually after spring break. Yeah, this was the week before spring break. After spring break, they combined the cohorts, and then that's when more people started to come to school, and the school got way more crowded. And since then, the school had been growing until I come to school fully in person. But then obviously Flood shut everything down, you know. Oh yeah, this is lunch and brain break. Yeah. With these prepackaged lunches, these things sucked.
Continuing the vlog here, and it's not super awkward. This is food.
It's not super awkward, yeah, because Ryan's here. Now, I probably explained this in the video, but Ryan and I didn't have the same lunch period this year. And look how, oh my god, I forgot, like, the desks in here. Like, you see, they're all 6 feet apart. Like, now, we still have desks in the cafeteria now, but they're all 3 feet apart. Basically, just how desks would be, like, normally in classrooms. But, oh my god, I forgot how far apart the desks were. Jeez. Literally forgot about that. You can see how desolate. This was a lunch period. No one else is, like, in these desks. I mean, there are obviously other people in the cafeteria, but you can see how empty it was.
Not looking at me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ryan's teacher just wasn't here that day, so that's why he was there.
Food.
Food, yes.
Most of this. I mean, it's prepackaged food, but...
Yeah, honestly, this food sucks. I mean, the food's getting better, but we're still not in the, like, 2019 state of the food.
It's free. It's not great.
It's free. It's still free now.
At all. Like, they have good food during regular times, but...
Yes, they do.
Basically, what I was trying to say here is during...
Oh yeah, I did these voiceovers as well, but here, let me just skip around. Walking to 5th period, you can see how desolate it is here.
Itself is literally new. So...
Okay, and I'm explaining house 4 here. This was between periods. This hallway would be packed between periods. See how empty it is now. Yeah, this is Ryan reenacting what he would do in 9th grade.
To literally chase you from the cafeteria because you kept...
And then this is the bridge. You see how empty it is here. It's so empty here. This would be absolute madness, like packed insanely right now.
Lunch, like you just didn't go to house work.
I'm pretty sure I just recorded like the literal entire walk, but no, this. I remember this mostly right here.
Which it's the last one.
This hallway is pretty notorious. I mean, this intersection right here is notorious for being insanely crowded. Like, insane. It's impossible to freaking navigate here now. This is a one-way hallway, by the way. These one-way hallways suck. There was one other person. This was between brain break and period 5, which would be basically period 4 and period 5 now. This hallway would be insane during regular times. I know I've mentioned this so many times, but this hallway would genuinely be crazy right now. And the fact that there's one person here, besides me and Ryan, obviously, is like, to me, that's just like crazy. crazy to see how empty the school was. Oh yeah, here my chem class got canceled. And then there's like walking here. I mean, to be fair, this hallway's always empty, but yeah, there's also this period 6, my class got canceled, so I went to another cafeteria as well, and you can again see how empty it was here. This is how crowded it was. This is during period 6 lunch, by the way. Okay, I think I got my point across of how empty it was. New channel for shorts. Oh yeah, so this was March 22nd. Yeah, this is when I created LiyteShorts. Yeah, so I don't really upload shorts anymore, but I made shorts every day, and I actually made a ton of shorts around this time period. So this is going to be a quick little introductory video to a new channel I made called LiyteShort. Let's actually check out some of the shorts I made. See, my most recent short was like the first day. I'm pretty sure this was either like the first or second day of 11th grade. This is when we were fully virtual. But if we go to oldest, like, oh yeah, $6 thing of gum from the fresh market. Jeez, these times I remember like yesterday, but this was like 10 months ago, 9 months ago, let's say. See, I can't tell time anymore. See, a day of in-person school. Why is this monetized?
This is just a bit of my day at school today in person.
See, my shorts were pretty simple. I just recorded, like, in person. This was March 24th, so this was post-spring break, I'm pretty sure. Was it? I don't even know. No, this is one of the days, like one of the first days with the combined cohorts, I'm pretty sure. So the school was a little more crowded here.
Alright, brain break.
Yeah, brain break. See how empty it is here?
Adventure Communist right there. The game Adventure.
Yeah, Ryan's playing Adventure Communist here.
Communist, he's not Ryan.
Obviously just a ripoff of Adventure Capitalist.
Communist, I don't think he condones it. Ryan says I should say I don't know, so I'm gonna say that. I don't know.
He said I don't know, okay.
Driving. And yeah, I'm...
See, we were talking about driving. See, now I have my permit. I can drive. Brian has his permit. He can also drive. I remember we were both, like, really excited about driving. We would talk about driving quite a bit here. And then I was thinking, like, oh, when I get my permit, it's going to be so far away in October. And hey, it's December suddenly, so I don't know where the heck all this time has gone. But hey, I have my permit. Did some driving today, too.
I'm looking at this. Okay, I said that. Justin, you are not looking at this, but you want to look at this. I'm like...
Pretty sure that's just some meme, like, because the description of my streams, like, I'm looking at this. Okay, that's a meme. That's for another time.
God, I forgot what you told me. Oh, this is the stacks again. Again, you know this whole...
Yeah, the stacks.
Video, maybe. Yeah, continuing with it.
Oh yes, the top of the library. See, yeah, this was right after school. This bridge, the House 2 bridge, that's what this is called. This would be completely packed as well. But anyway, like you see the day 7s with the asynchronous day, the spring breaks, the Hi I Exist shorts, the loud Cuphead song. Oh my god, I remember this. This is like when Ryan came to my house. He played the, oh my god, with this megaphone. He put the megaphone right up against the speakers, and then he played like the Cuphead song by Fandroid. That's a pretty infamous song. God, my ears were like dead after this. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we were streaming. See, Justin saying, oh god, no. A lot of my shorts were just like stupid, honestly. Also, my shorts definitely show like progression as well, like how we would go to school more and more in person. I recorded a ton of shorts in school last year, but a lot of my shorts were just like really random, like attempting to get banana splits, which I have now, and I just started lubing today. Yeah, R211's delivered, waterfall after a storm a few days ago, on a Long Island Railroad M7 with a sandwich. All right, anyway, let's just get back to my regular videos. So at this point, yeah, GeoGuessr, somewhat serious driving. Oh yeah, BeamNG. This is when I did school, like, again, with the combined cohorts. I went to school like maybe 2 times a week, 3 times a week here. Hello everyone. And welcome. And this is when I changed my camera angle around as well. So at this point, like, I moved the camera to like down here. You can't see, but again, with the partition still there, looked more lo-fi. I kind of liked that look back then. Back to BeamNG Drive. This is the second episode I did of BeamNG Drive. I made the first episode to BeamNG Drive like 4 months ago, something like that. I remember it was 4 months ago. That was like 14 months ago now. Like late 2020, but I was still in 10th grade. But anyway, we are back in BeamNG Drive, which is the game where I forgot to move the mic. That was a meme. That was another meme. I forgot to move the mic in front of me. Yeah, this was the beginning of 10th grade here, which again also feels like yesterday. So in October, I'm gonna turn 16 and I can get my actual driving permit in October. So maybe that's why I play this game a lot, because I'm excited to actually get a permit and to actually be able to drive on the roads and stuff. Yeah, my friend Ryan, I have the permit now, obviously. Is getting his in August. He already got his, obviously. and he's already studying the book a little bit, the New York State driving book for the permit. Oh yeah, to be fair, you like don't even need to study it because they just reuse the same question. So just do a ton of practice tests and you'll be able to pass. Obviously learn material too. I think I'm gonna start studying that in the summer when I have more time. You're not gonna have more time in the summer. The internship is gonna eat up all your time. Again, despite how much I really enjoyed it, like I enjoyed it thoroughly. I mentioned this before, but at the same time, I did not really have that much time to relax this summer, and I definitely did not study the book during the summer at a lot. Although to be fair, now it's 8:34 p.m. on a school day, but I don't have that much homework like due tomorrow. But yeah, due tomorrow. Yeah, I recorded my videos like at night, just at random times here. But I'm pretty sure like once I started going to school fully in person, I usually recorded my videos like in the morning, and that's been a habit now. Like now I record videos in the morning too. I should probably do some science research. Yeah, I'm gonna work on my Westlake methods. Westlake methods. Oh yeah. No one's gonna know what the heck that means, but I do. And maybe if I'm gonna watch this in the future, I'll know what I'm saying, which I probably will. Hey, that's me. That's me. That's me watching this in the future here. Yes, I absolutely know what I'm saying. The methodology section for my Westlake presentation, that's for a science fair based on proposed research only. Again, this is obviously before the internship. Now I'm preparing for WestF, which is like a science fair that's done after you have a research paper and everything, like after you actually did a project. I also got first place in Westlake as well. Well, first place. I got in the top 10% in physical science, which counts as first place, so other people got first place too, but hey. Flip Trampoline Park. Oh yeah, revisiting this game 4 years later. This I recorded. This was one of the first videos I recorded. I think maybe the first video I recorded when I started going to school fully in person.
Everyone, and welcome back to another actual...
This is also one of the first videos I recorded in the morning, so clearly I didn't have energy here.
I always mention how I do hybrid, where I go in some days and some days I don't go in.
Yeah.
But now I actually go in every day. And that's still not really like an option. Like you have to request it.
Right,
so
you
I
have to request it.
But now I go in every day. But really, there's only like 3 weeks of school left. But, you know, even though it's not a lot of time, still, I'm glad that I'm ending off the year going to school every day. Because hopefully that means next year they'll let me go to school every day, like straight off the bat. And
oh, how naive I was. Not naive, but, you know, I didn't even consider the flood because the flood was just so uncalled for.
September. And you know, what's weird is that some people, actually most people are still fully virtual. So we're in a very weird state right now. Like,
yes, the whole of 10th grade and hybrid was just a jumble of weird situations.
Most people still virtual. The next majority of people go to hybrid, and then like the least amount of people go every day. Or I think that's the general statistic when it comes to people.
Now that's exactly the statistic when it comes to that.
Going to school. So yeah, I go to school on both cohort days now.
Yeah.
Which was a little bit weird at first. But now I kind of got...
See, this is what I was talking about here, like having completely different people in my classes every day. Yeah, that's the thing, because I went on both cohort days. So, like, one day I would have some group of students, and then some days I would have, like, another group of students. But then I also knew some people who went to school fully in person as well, so, like, they would be the same on every day as well.
I used to the other cohort, so now I feel pretty at home with both of the cohorts.
Yeah, because this was only like my second time going with the other cohort, but I mean,
but still, it is kind of weird how they're like completely different people in the class depending on...
Yeah, that's weird. That's not something you can really like get used to fully. I mean, having completely different people in your classes, obviously the same people on Zoom, but like completely different people in the classes though.
What day I'm going. Like, today and tomorrow is Gray's double, so essentially it would be my original cohort's day.
Yeah, I remember the doubles. For March and April, like, that's the schedule I ran on. I went on the Gray cohort days, and then the doubles as well. That's when I went to school 3 times a week.
When I went, like, 2 days consecutively.
Yeah, the 2 days. I made so many shorts with 2 days consecutively.
It would be today and tomorrow, so even if I didn't go every day, I would still be going to school today and tomorrow.
I also, like, remember the feeling, like, when I went to school for hybrid. Like, I remember it was more exciting the days I went for hybrid than the days I was virtual. Like, I was looking forward to the in-person days a lot.
But hey, I go every day now, so I don't even need to work.
But, you know, at the same time, like, back then it was kind of depressing, like, how there were not a lot of people in the school. But at the same time, now I kind of miss that, because the hallways are so crowded now. Actually, you had peace of mind when you were going between classes back then, but now...
Worry about what cohort goes on what day. Also, I have a Red Bull.
Oh, yes, a Red Bull. I have a coffee, which is a little bit more natural than a Red Bull. All right, last day of my sophomore year. This was a huge event of 2021.
And
oh, yes, tradition. Just to have Misha here as I play Roblox High School 2. Nice tradition for the last days of high school years.
Video. So the reason this video is so special is because this is the end of the school year special.
Yes.
So I actually made one of these videos.
I remember I was like dead at this point, literally, because like I had a lot of work work, and like after like post Westlake as well, I was talking about the science fair as well. So like after this, like for the next couple of weeks, I was just like knocked out. But then I started the internship
last year, and in that video I played Roblox High School 2, and I
see reflection of the past year. So I basically just did that now in this video. Obviously back then I didn't know anything about the flood or how 11th grade would look like, so obviously I know a lot more now than I did back then. But for the most part though, like with the sophomore year, like with hybrid and stuff, like we share the same knowledge here, me and this version of me.
I mean, during hybrid, like I only went in 1 to 2 times a week when we just started.
Yeah,
he's so cute. He's resting on my arm. So I only went to school twice in November for hybrid.
Right, the twice,
like,
yeah,
in person. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed those 2 days, like being in school.
Those were some crazy 2 days.
But, you know, of course, November was basically like almost the second peak of COVID.
Yeah, that was like the peak of a new variant. So, I mean, we were on the up curve, but then like when we shut down, that was basically at its peak.
We were only in school for 2 days before we shut down.
Yes,
and for December and January, we went back to being fully virtual.
Yep.
Was I surprised? Not really, but it was kind of disappointing.
No.
But you know,
of course it was disappointing, but I wasn't surprised.
Those were some pretty good times. I mean, like on Lightning Random Content, I have like those 10 days.
The Christmas vlogs, yeah, those were good times, surprisingly. Even though like I don't like virtual school, those were actually surprisingly some really good times.
I recorded a vlog of my school day sometime in March, I think.
Yeah,
and you know, tomorrow,
just watched.
The last day, I want to do another vlog. I don't know how.
This is before I even made that vlog. We'll get to that vlog.
How in depth it's going to be, but you know, I want to do another vlog. It
wasn't super in depth, but like I talked a lot at the end.
And you know, it'll show how things changed, because even from March to now,
yes,
things have changed. Things
drastically, a lot better. Now we have the Omicron wave as well of COVID, so things are kind of going downhill now, and the flood. But you know, it's fine because things will inevitably start going back uphill again.
But they combined the hybrid cohorts, which basically
I talked about that when most people started coming in, like more people started coming in.
It meant I went to school like 2 to 3 days a week. Which, for me, that was a big thing back then, because I'm like...
Of course it was. I mean, going from 1 day to 3 days in school was a lot.
2 to 3 days I got to go to school. And
it was exciting.
Yeah, so, like, I did that, and, like, I followed that schedule, going to school in person 2 to 3 times a week.
Look at Misha.
For, like, 2 or 3 months or something like that. But
I think it was 2 months.
In May, I started going to school every day.
Going to school every day was like a major leap. Well, I think I explained that here.
Now, let me tell you, to this day, going to school every day is still not, like, an option.
Okay, well, to this day, it's mandatory, but, like, you know, now that we started fully in person, everyone's fully in person now.
To kind of request it, like, especially, you need to, like, request it from your house principal, which I did. And they don't even make it public that you can go to school every day.
True, I had to find out, like, I mean, from my friend Ryan as well, and some other people.
Because my friend Ryan, or Turbo Laser Gaming, has been going to school every day basically since March, so I knew it was...
Yeah, he's been going to school fully in person for like a while, I remember, and I found out from him that you could even go every day in person.
When I recorded this video last year, 365 days ago practically, I was envisioning a year that was relatively normal. In reality, that normal year I was expecting somewhat started in May, a month ago from today.
But, I mean, to be fair, this year, 2021, was anything but normal. I had no idea what was ahead of me with the flood and the summer. I had no idea.
Yeah, Misha again.
Like, so Misha. It's hopefully next year. I don't even know if I even want to predict next year, because it's so...
Oh my... The fact that I said that as well, I was smart enough to realize that something could happen, and the flood happened. There are a lot of moments of, like, this time period, like the summer, where I was, like, foreshadowing the flood, and it's kind of scary, not gonna lie.
Everybody is leaning towards fully in-person school.
If it wasn't for the flood, we would have been fully in-person because of COVID. Like, we would have been fully in-person anyway, and we are now, but...
Starting in September. I don't know if I want to bank on that, if I'm being honest. You know what I thought, like, when I was making this video a year ago. You know what I thought last year.
And again, for different reasons I was talking about this, but still the flood anyway.
That was, like, what actually happened was the last possible thing I could have imagined.
The flood was the last possible thing I could have imagined as well. You see how I literally am predicting it here.
So I'm not banking on fully in-person school next year. I'm gonna hope that I get to go to school fully in person, because
no one did. Actually, no one did, and then everyone did. Contrasts last year a lot. Not even last year, sophomore year. That was still part of 2021. Last day of my sophomore year vlog. This vlog, very memorable. Yeah, like with this music and everything, and like this intro. Like, I worked hard on this vlog too. Outside during third period. Yeah, I remember this day really well. Like, we went outside during Italian. Yeah. And this is when the school was
After
like
this,
still empty, and then like in the cafeteria during lunch, like you can tell that this is house 4, and you can see like, I mean, the desks were still all 6 feet apart, but you can see that there were a lot more people in here than there were in that video previously. You can see how many more people started coming into school just within those couple of months. Desks all placed 6 feet apart in the cafeteria. Yeah, I remember these like little, they had like these little like place desk here stickers on the floor too. I don't know what the story's gonna be with the cafeterias in September, but I'd suppose that they would just have regular cafeteria tables. Nope, still desks, but they're 3 feet apart now. I have no idea when they're getting back to regular tables. And regular food as well. Yep, those are really quesadillas. Yeah, this was actually some pretty good, these are some pretty good quesadillas. I remember these. Outside during lunch, the top of the library and everything was like really symbolic of last year as well. So after this, there were about 20 minutes left in the period, so I went outside like I do usually. You see the music as well. Like, music is not something I usually keep in my vlogs.
Alright, this is the first time I'm actually speaking in the school vlog. So right now, it's still lunch. I just came outside. I mean, you just saw, like, that clip.
We have lunch and then brain break. No brain break now. I kind of miss brain break, but brain break would be impractical to have now with everyone being fully in person.
So that
There's
building
house 4.
over there is the house 4.
This is the cafeteria right here.
There's the house 4 cafeteria, and I came out that door over
Right,
there.
this door.
Okay, and here's Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy was in this vlog.
He technically has class right now, forking social studies.
Right, we didn't have lunch the same period. He just came out this one day.
Brain break is not a thing during normal times.
It's not a thing now.
I highly doubt brain break is going to exist next year because...
It doesn't, you're right.
Because if everyone's in person, we're not going to have enough space in the cafeterias and stuff like that.
Yeah, in fact, they had to add 2 more lunch periods, period 3 and period 7, just because of social distancing in the cafeterias. Top of the library is like really symbolic.
People are invading the club car.
Yeah, the club cars were kind of a meme. Just the guards in the club car, kind of a meme.
Now all his friends are there freaking invading it, and the car is like behind us basically. But this is the last time I'm going to set foot on top of the library as a sophomore. The next time I come to the top of the library here, I'm going to be a junior.
Yes, which unexpectedly was not in September, but was in November, actually. No. The top of the library was closed in November. It was actually the 23rd and the 24th are the first times I came to the top of the library as a junior. This is clips of the school with music, because why not, as I just said in the video. Yeah, the suspense there. Just a beat drop and then, no, go to school, go to class.
For the premiere, yeah. Alright, here,
Oh, the premiere, I'm pretty sure, was the Roblox High School video. Yeah, my class was like right here. But see, the hallways were relatively empty here too. Well, I mean, very empty, but like the period just started. I was late there because the bell just rang. After this, like, I didn't really record anything like in school after this. I mean, I ate a donut in history. Like, that's about it. But then after this, like, I started reflecting upon the day, upon the year at home. And this is when I did a lot of talking at the end here, which I'm probably just going to skip because I went over the same points I went over in all of the other times I reflected. But then there's also this. This is a compilation of a couple of shorts that I made in school, and I want to show you this. This was the bottle flip challenge. I remember all these so well. This was like in May, I think, this short.
Tomorrow I'm gonna try to make a vlog of...
Tomorrow I'm gonna try to make a vlog. This is the same day I recorded the Roblox High School video. Top of the library.
Usually at least one of the person here. I'm gonna run on top of the library right now. It's lunch, and I'm gonna go run.
So here, I said, I don't know how well you could hear me there because the audio was low. I said, it's lunch, I'm on the top of the library, and I'm gonna run. I just recovered from a twisted ankle. This was the first time I had ever twisted my ankle in my life, and like, I had to stay at home the day before, and my leg was hurting, and I was recovering from that. In this short, I run. Okay, go there, and then I come back. And you can see as the song is ending, and as the video is ending, and then I come here, sit down, That's it. To a great next school year. Okay, so I kind of did a lousy job explaining this in the video, so I'm gonna explain it here. So in the literal sense, I was recovering from a twisted ankle and I decided to run. Even though my leg was hurting, I decided to run anyway. It was a challenge to run because my leg was hurting, and running is something that you wouldn't really do with a twisted ankle. That twisted ankle was like a burden, like a challenge. Just like COVID and this whole virtual school and all these unusual circumstances I was facing throughout 2021, but I decided to run anyway. That just symbolizes everyone's resiliency throughout these really unusual circumstances and the fact that everybody kept pushing and we were progressing. We're not going to let COVID and all of these really stressful negative circumstances pull us down, and we are going to run. We are going to keep going. In the summer, I really did not post a lot. Like, I posted this unboxing, this old Bloxon video, this electronics video. I did not post a lot during the summer. I posted a lot of announcements saying, oh, hey, no video this week, no video this week, no video this week. This is because of my internship and how much stuff I had over the summer. But starting from week 1 of school, this was 3 months ago already. This was September 17th. When we started school, this is when we were fully virtual, I posted a video on Liyte every Friday without missing a single one. To me, that's impressive. The fact that I had the dedication to like make and edit videos. Like, no matter how hard the times were, no matter how much work I had, I always stuck to my schedule and I always uploaded a video. Which again, also sort of symbolizes resiliency and progression, just like that short at the end of the video did. And you can see how optimistic I was here. Like, I sounded very optimistic. I had a very optimistic tone in this video. And even though times are really tough, this is 17 days after the flood, I was still broken from the flood and the fact that we were fully virtual. But you know what? I didn't let that bother me, and you know, I decided to get through it with a good mood, and that's one of the lessons I learned. One that's not, literally. I'm pretty sure every other district around us is fully in person as well. It's basically just our school that's not fully in person. Right, because of the flood. That's the only reason. Because of this flood, literally. A flood. Not COVID, a flood. And this same storm, it kind of sounds like I'm complaining, but I was like passionate about it. I was trying to be in a good mood, as I said before. The storm that caused the flooding also flooded the first floor of my house with 1.5 feet of water. But at the same time, I'm so used to in person just from, like, you know, the Christmas season. It was a hard transition though. Even though I was used to it previously, like going from fully in person, commuting to New York City for God's sake, to going fully virtual was not very easy of a transition. In the beginning of the year in 10th grade, and I have really good memories of that, but my personal opinion, I don't really like virtual school. It has some perks to it, sure, like eating your own food, which of course, you see, again, reflecting on the same stuff I've been going over, I posted a lot here. Another BeamNG video. This is when I just got my permit.
Hello everyone. So on the day I'm recording this, I am turning 16 years old, which, using the trademark phrase on my channel, is freaking crazy to think about.
I know, I can't believe it's been like 2 months since this video.
Now, of course, when you're watching this, at minimum you're watching this during the premiere, so I would have already been 16 for like 5 days, basically.
I've been 16 for like 2 months, basically.
Today, Tuesday, I'm recording this on Tuesday morning. I am turning 16 today, actually, because technically I was born in the afternoon, so I'm not 16 yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2 days after this I got my permit.
Technically, but in a couple hours, like after school, I will be 16 years old, so... Well, technically, legally I am, though.
Okay. Anyway, I just played BeamNG here because I was excited for driving, so I played BeamNG here. Unfair Scare, I think this was, or Poppy Playtime, one of these were the first 2 videos, like, when I started fully in person after this, like, after this era. See, after this, I got the name story, how I got my name, reacting to old videos part 2 for the Thanksgiving special. Last video I posted was the Christmas special, and obviously this is the New Year's special that you're watching right now. SCP Containment Breach, GeoGuessr, The Flood. Okay, this is the latest Toy Story video. This is episode 14. So next Toy Story video, or the first Toy Story video of 2021, is going to be episode 15.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Toy Story. So of course today we are continuing our Toy Story Toy Box series, and let me change the sky.
Again, you can tell, like, my content style overall is like very, very similar to like that first video that you saw in January of Toy Story, but you can also see like it has improved as well. And this was December 3rd. This was basically a month ago, but it was this month, but basically a month ago. You You know, to be fair with time has just been going by so fast. I can't believe that this was a month ago, but I'm not surprised. But to be fair, I'm probably gonna blink, and the next thing I know, it's probably gonna be 2031, and it's gonna be this day, and I'm gonna be reflecting on my year, looking forward to 2032. That's probably gonna happen in like the blink of an eye. I'm not even joking. Like, it's gonna happen so quickly. I know. Now this, the flood documentary. This is September 1st right here, as I was talking about before.
If I'm being real, I don't think anything is gonna happen.
Yeah, all of this, everything unfolded like so quickly. It was insane, honestly. I also spent a lot of time making this intro. And like, you know, I purposely tried to make it ominous, like the ominous like tone of the music, and these pictures are honestly like a little bit difficult to even look at, just knowing that this is my house, and my house looked like this at one point. We're fully fixed now, but these times were just a mess. For the last video, we'll be looking at, this is my most recent video, Christmas-themed Minecraft maps.
Hello, everyone.
I recorded this over a span of like 3 days, because like, this was a lot to make. I mean, the video's only 15 minutes, but total raw footage was like an hour. And I edited this basically all on Christmas Eve. Like, you can see, if you go on Lightning Random Content and look at my Christmas vlogs, which I'm not going to do this video, but if you look at my Christmas vlogs of this year, look at Christmas Eve, you'll see I spent like an hour editing this.
Welcome to the 2021 Christmas special. So for this year's Christmas special, we will be playing some Christmas-themed Minecraft maps. For Halloween, I played a Halloween-themed Minecraft map.
Unfair
so now
Scare.
For Christmas, we'll be playing a Christmas-themed Minecraft map. Actually, we'll be playing 3 of them.
This is just like the most recent video I recorded, and obviously now there's this. This video, I mean, it's nothing like super extraordinary. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. As I said before, 2021 has been a crazy year. It's had ups, it's had downs, it's had everything in between. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in 2022.